see what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm hot air balloon that could go to space with the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way.
So this week I had a sort of personal revelation. I woke up one morning and it was like all of my meditations, all of my reading, all of my research, all of my yoga, all of my self-work all somehow fell right into place, and I felt a shift in my energy. I felt like I was vibrating at a higher frequency. Now, if you're not used to all the new age speak, and this is a little heady for you, basically vibrating at a higher frequency just means that my attitude was more positive, my mind was more clear, things made sense. My monkey mind was not going on, what we call in meditation the monkey mind, those thoughts that just keep fogging your head and rolling around in your head. It was all stopped. That being said, I did have a moment yesterday where I started to wobble a bit. I was riding high on this several-day streak of high vibrations and feeling great and feeling unstoppable, and I didn't quite get enough sleep the night before, and I started to feel a little off. And immediately I could recognize that I was being pulled out of my high vibrational state. So I immediately started to try and fix it. Well, actually, what I immediately started to do was to get afraid that it was never going to come back. And then I shut down that fear, because fear is a negative emotion and that's not going to do anyone good while you're spiraling out of control. And I started to do something that Gabrielle Bernstein talks about in her book, Add More Into Your Life. I started to climb for higher thoughts. Gabby uses the image of climbing a mountain as for climbing for higher thoughts. And she talks about how each hand and foot must be carefully placed in order to securely climb the mountain. And so you can apply that to your thought patterns with the idea that when you start to spiral out of control, when you start to feel off balance, you need to carefully place your thoughts and pick and select your positive thoughts as opposed to your negative thoughts. And you can do this quite easily even with things that might start out negatively. So for instance, when I was having my off day, started thinking about how busy my yoga teaching schedule coming up is. And I had transitioned from a place of excitement to a place of worry and a place of fear that I was not going to be able to do it all, or that I was going to get burnt out, and it started to spiral. So I stopped myself and I thought, I'm so excited to be so busy with my teaching. I'm so excited that I get to travel all over the city of Chicago to see all these different areas, to teach yoga to all these different students. I'm so excited to connect with my students every single day and to share yoga and to share meditation with people that are searching for something. And once I started going to that place, to the place of excitement and the place of positivity and gratitude, I started to climb out of my bad mood. So as you continue to climb your mountain, I would like to add to Gabby's metaphor and say that you should breathe into your discomfort. So as you're climbing, both physically and emotionally, if you're physically climbing a mountain, inevitably there's going to be a time that you feel uncomfortable and maybe you don't want to go on. But you can't stop halfway up the mountain. You can't just let go. So in order to continue climbing your emotional mountain, you have to breathe into any discomfort you might be feeling. My favorite way to do this is to imagine something beautiful in the area of your body that you are feeling this discomfort. So for instance, usually when I'm getting a little overly emotional, I'll physically feel the emotion clenching in my shoulder blades. So as I'm breathing into that discomfort, I picture two beautiful, huge angel wings coming out of my shoulder blades. And I imagine how much stronger and powerful I feel as these angel wings are growing out of my space of discomfort. And so to create something beautiful out of something that's maybe causing you a little bit of wobble ends up making you feel so much stronger. And the final thing in this mountain metaphor for climbing for higher vibrations is once you reach the top, take in the entire view. If you reach the top of a mountain and you immediately look down and start to focus on the ground below you, you're going to feel off balance. You're going to feel uneasy. So instead, look at everything around you and take it all in equally. The way you can apply this to your thoughts is to not get fixated on one area of your life. A lot of times we have one area of our life that's going a little off, and we start to just monkey mind through that area over and over and over again, and it's just replaying the negative emotions, and it's not doing us any service. So recognize that you have an entire full life that you can focus on. If one area is not going quite the way that you planned, focus on the areas that are going the way you planned. Focus your emotion there. Take in the entire view. If you want to learn more about meditation and raising your vibration, you can head on over to michelleshaywalker.com and learn about my coaching programs, my meditation classes, and my newest offering, which is tarot card meditations. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I'll see you again soon.
Like the video, subscribe for future updates.